Hello guys, welcome back to the Muya Bliss. Today we get to do day 2 at the Maasai Mara. Last week you got to see what an African massage feels like, and it was not what we expected. So if you haven't watched that video of day 1, just make sure you go and watch, so that when you're booking a trip to the Mara, you know what to expect. You're not surprised like me. Yeah, so today it's going to be a long day, and you'll see how a day 2 is like at the Mara. Let's go. So our day started early. It was supposed to start at like 6 a.m. but we were late. Africans, I don't know what's wrong with us. We were late, and we found our driver and the rest of our travel partners waiting for us. And we headed straight to the Mara. There was no wasting time. Apparently, most of the best wildlife is seen early in the morning. Oh, look at that giraffe. Very beautiful sights there. We spent pretty much like 2 hours in the wild before we had breakfast. Breakfast was served. It was fruits, cakes, blah blah blah, just the normal typical breakfast, really, nothing major. So as we were having breakfast, the ranger, or our driver, was ensuring that he can locate where the others are. We caught up with the rest, as you can see. At this point I think we were looking at a leopard. I'm not sure. Yeah, but you can't see it because it's a phone I'm recording with. So yeah, but we had binoculars, as you can see there. So we were sorted. We were able to see wildlife from far. Then the binoculars is actually provided by the driver. That is, if you have a cool driver like ours. Then after that, we were able to see some lions up close. They were like at my window. I had to close the window because, hey, I wasn't about to be launched to some animals outside there. So yeah, majestic. That's a male lion, guys, and that's a female lion. They call this a wedding because apparently it's mating season. So they're like on honeymoon, they're chilling. And they kinda, according to the driver, they have sex every 10 minutes for how many days? Can't remember. I think 14 days. Yeah. So we were even able to see some lions mating. You'll see that as we continue. It's somewhere in this video. Since it was mating season, we got to see different pairs of lions. Like every part would go, we'd find a different pair of lions, and yeah, it's honeymoon, you know. So at this point we were hungry. Me, I was getting frustrated. It was like now 12:01, and it was just like, are we gonna stay here the whole day, or what's the plan? So yeah, the driver took us to a picnic area where we had lunch. We had like a picnic set up. That's us setting up. We had lunch that the hotel had packed in the morning. And yeah, during lunch hour, we were able to take some cool shots that are on my Instagram page. That's some of them over there. And just chill. After that, the vibes were back on. You can see we were a bit not so frustrated anymore. We got to see Ndovu Niku. Up close, you could see the elephants. It was a breathtaking moment because these animals are huge. They are really big. Yeah, that's the lions mating. Finally, we got to this part. It was such a quickie, guys. You can see the female lion is very frustrated because, bro, what was that? Iyo ni nini sasa? Yeah, so there was a lot of them mating in the wild. From there, we went to the Mara River. This is where, when you usually see, I think it's July or August, not sure, when the wildebeest migrate from Serengeti to the Mara. This is where they usually cross. When you watch those videos, I'm sure you usually see these crocodiles eating them. It's usually a very it's a wonder of the world. So that's where they do it. After that, it was just wildlife after wildlife after wildlife. Now, funny thing, guys, what you're seeing on your screen right now is a very secure border. You know, it's a boundary. This is what they are calling an international boundary. I don't know. It's funny because what is this? Ini sasa. Anyway, we chilled at this border. This is where it borders Kenya and Tanzania borders inside the Maasai Mara. So on the other side is Serengeti, on this side is Maasai Mara. We continued with the drive. You'll be wondering, why am I only showing you lions? It's because I was exhausted, guys. After I had lunch, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to withstand the rest of this wildlife trip because I am exhausted. I should be at a beach sipping on some margaritas. So yeah, we continued. We saw a lot of animals, but the only thing we didn't see, I think, is a rhino. Yeah. Otherwise, we saw cheetahs, we saw leopards, we saw lions, giraffes, elephants, and all those other animals. The big five, we saw everything apart from the rhino. So this is us. At this point, I was just like holding on to my dear life. Take me home. I am tired. So we were taken back to the hotel. We now had all the time. We were done with the Mara trips. Thank God. We were done, and I asked the hotel to prepare the jacuzzi for us. And while they were doing that, we freshened up and we headed straight to the pool because we just needed to relax. So yeah, that's me, baby girling, looking like a snack. And we just went and chilled and reflected on the trip. And one thing we both agreed is that going to the Mara, you need to know that you're not going to rest majorly. You can choose to rest, but the trip is not for resting. It's more of an adventure. You go to discover wildlife, you go to get to see new things, not to just chill. It's not like going to the beach, you know what I mean? So yeah, when you're booking a trip to the Mara, you need to know it's a once in a lifetime experience. It's priceless, it's amazing, but it's not something you can do when you want to rest. So I can't say we really rested, but we had memories that honestly you can't get anywhere else. So yeah, we chilled a little bit by the pool, and then we headed back to the room where we found our jacuzzi was ready, rose petals and stuff. This was such a cute setup. We liked it, we loved it. The fact that it's just in the bush, that's what I loved the most. We rested there for a little bit, and then it was now nighttime. We went for dinner. The food, I feel like Emayan should now include more African foods. Kina morsik, kina nyam chom. Something that I can't find just in a normal hotel in Nairobi. So I felt like most of it was just stuff that you can find in any hotel. It wasn't natural African food, which I believe most tourists would love to have there. Last but not least, we rounded up our day 2 at the bonfire, which was set up by the Maasais. We got to chill with them. They told us about their culture, and hey, wacha tu nikae Nairobi because tea for tough. It is tea for tough over there, I'm telling you. So after that, we just went and slept. So next week, I'm going to show you how a bush breakfast at the Emayan looks like, and how the last day at the Emayan and the Maasai Mara in general feels like. That's it. Bye. Like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys.